This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years.
All right, guys. Let's get into it. All right. Everyone knows that the PPT, the plunge protection team, has been in this rally via Apple. There's no reason Apple should be at 181.40. Now, let's start with SPX. What happened? We had a hot CPI. Market did not care. We caught this move with Tesla and especially Nvidia. The Nvidia trade, if you grabbed it yesterday with me, you clocked it out at 200%, and if you grabbed it today, you got 100% on it. I played the 470s today and sold at the perfect time. We'll go over that and why and so forth. Now, this chart looks like it's got a double top here. All right, right at, remember we went into the gap. This is why this is very interesting. And we sold on that 30-year bond market. Now, this is the 1 hour, you got the 9 coming over here. For this to get going, you will need the bank earnings to be good. Tonight we got China inflation, also some European inflation data. But we got Lagarde speaking pre-market, and then obviously we got Michigan. So Michigan might be any catalyst to the upside tomorrow. You know, it's been, in the past, it's moved by $3-4. If we can get above this level, this is what tomorrow is all about, then obviously if we fill the gap, we keep going. And where are we gonna go to? Well, we're gonna go to the 89 here. Now, we're still tracking these bigger head and shoulders. For this to have a huge rejection here, for the smaller inverted head and shoulders, we've already blown past it, unless it's gonna be a asymmetrical one and we sell all the way down to here at this point, which is possible. But this is the daily SPX chart. We are still holding that 21. And the reason I want to showcase this trend line here is because that's where we waked up from. Now the Stow is turning over, but that does not mean it can't have a Friday push. We still haven't done this cycle on the squeeze, and you would think we could get a little bit more out of this MACD. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm not going to blindly jump into call. I think the bank earnings dictate tomorrow quite a lot. This is the market flow currently. However, I'm not paying too much attention to this. That's SPX. I'm looking at this right now because it's drying up on SPX. QQQ is pretty heavy. Why? Well, here's Apple today, and we got a ghost early in the day when we're still up here, and we sold past that. And we got a lot of dark pool buying. Tesla, this never satisfied. This ghost candle is why we played this move here. And Tesla, I don't know if this is for next week or tomorrow. Like, there's some interesting ghost candles across the board, and what makes it even more interesting is is this, that not only do I have it on my dark pool program, but here you see that same Apple ghost candle, and you see this ghost candle here as well. And Tesla got a lot of flow into close. If we're gonna rip tomorrow, those Tesla 2 there, let me look, hold on. Those Tesla 2, oh jeez man, those Tesla 262.5s are $1. Okay, now they can go crazy tomorrow. They can absolutely go crazy tomorrow. So I'm personally gonna keep an eye on them. All right, because if this is for tomorrow, and I want to, it kind of correlates with my idea of SPX is unless we open below today's low on bank earnings, then we crater and we're gonna go all the way down to 429. Okay, we're definitely, then the first target on SPX is the 89 on the 1 hour. But if we hold, we're gonna test today's highs, in my opinion, and this becomes an ascending wedge. And here, let me get to the point why I opened with Steve Jobs. So these contracts today were up here in the 70s and 60s, and then dumped all the way down to 8 and closed at 18. Now, when you look here, and you see that they were 74, they were in the 60s here, they came down to 8, this level defended, and it chugged all the way into close and pretty much closed there on the 89, and they were 18 cents. They're gonna have a crazy amount of juice power if we go and test up here. So let's count in, let's use $1,000. Put $1,000 on that. It's a good deal. Same with those Tesla cons. Now Tesla is interesting because if you put on the 1 hour here, we had that wedge, right? We had this going on. We played the break here. We played that stick today, and then it came down, and it's literally back testing if this wedge trend line holds. This can go nuts tomorrow on an up day. So my main focus is Apple and Tesla tomorrow. Now, let's not forget this. Let's squint again. Come on, squint. We caught this move today. Look at where our price line goal was for yesterday. That hit, okay? Obviously, huge dump, wicked under the channel, closed in the channel. If this can kind of creep up and stay within this channel overnight, there is no reason why Nvidia can't do this again and hit 480 tomorrow. It has done it before. It's done $10 days. There's a reason why the contracts were absolutely smoked today across the board. Now, let's recap what happened here with SPY and QQQ. If you were active in the chat, you know that I said QQQ keeps hitting this spot, can't get through, posted why it can't get through, because it's a huge level and trend line. Okay, QQQ does not have to go above. It can do a non-symmetrical head and shoulders, come down and test this line that we have right here, and then go. And QQQ, if tomorrow is a green day, I'm confident enough to say that early next week we still get power, and then we're gonna absolutely drill. Okay? Into tech earnings. Tesla could be the catalyst. If we reject here quickly and it's fast, those tech earnings are going to be what saves us. All right, very, very interesting spot in the market. Now Meta has been absolutely killing it, but today they exited Meta. They dumped Meta. Okay, they're not in Meta. Look, Meta never recovered. Apple recovered. That's why the PPT is here. All right, this could be, into earnings. Keep an eye on it. SPY kind of followed Apple, as you can see. So is it possible we test because we can get through here? And remember, this candle, I said I'm scaling those 3 or 4 38s that I had grabbed here. Okay, I scaled a bunch. Could I have scaled more? Yes. And then when this happens, it's just a bummer. So that kind of pissed me off. It was very obvious, obviously, once this trend line broke. But at least I didn't get torched. Still happy with the Nvidia and Tesla trades. But that's already happened. Anyways, this clearly is doing a head and shoulders here. Earnings on Tuesday. Gonna load this on Monday. You betcha. Especially with this invasion dragging on and not happening yet. There is clearly, this is still holding levels. It's holding that gap up. Everything's primed for these to absolutely go nuts. You got the 9 cross in here. It's gonna go next week. So we're gonna be playing LMT tomorrow. I have this up because one of our new members was playing this, so congrats on that. That was an awesome snag. But yeah, QQQ couldn't get through that level, still holding. Tested the daily 89, wicked, closed above. Really needs to push through this tomorrow. So if we get upside, watch here. I'm gonna actually put an alert right there on the way up, not to mess around too much. And why it kind of sucked was it was above the upper VWAP, but something like a bond auction comes along, boom, that's what you get. Anyways, gonna be in Apple tomorrow. Now, as far as the dark pool and stuff like that, Tesla obviously got bought up at the end, as did Apple. So I'll be watching those. I think this ghost candle down was satisfied, came back up, closed above it. We got close with this. This is definitely not satisfied. And if Tesla goes, then next week I would, if the market doesn't tank, I would think that prints. Now, finally, SPY, check this out. Tuesday open, Wednesday low, Thursday close. Same level. Same level. Now there's a lot of volume to chew through. Can do it with bank strength. This is still where we bought into pretty much. Can it go? Yes, it can. We will see tomorrow. That would be an awesome play if it pans out. I am only holding some Nvidia, some Tesla, and Bank of America, and some dead LMT as of right now. And I got some out of the money SPY that I didn't cut because there was no point in cutting it. KRE, it is coiling. So sorry that you gotta watch when I clear my alerts here. I always have alerts on. But yeah, coiled there at the end, pretty nice. It's got plenty of, I mean, it can go. We'll see tomorrow. It's spent, a week here now. We'll see. VIX, very volatile today. Did the whole range. Okay. Now if you look here, this is the first red daily candle in 4 days. RSI rejected 77, which is a very common level. You see it here, see it here, here. Can it give us a green day? Yes. Would we then, if we fill the gap, get continuation to this trend line? Yes, and that would be a perfect reject spot. The Dixie looks like it gapped down and is under the 9. I would not mind a absolute drilly down to here tomorrow, if not the whole channel down to, so a rally is possible. Obviously the 10-year came up, it's fighting here. That's the bond auction right there. Boom. Would love to see it under the trend line. We have to react tomorrow, but I think the plan going in is seeing what the banks did, how's the market looking, and maybe hitting Apple, because Apple has had some good action this week, and it is right in the middle of its channel, which I like. I mean, I wouldn't mind a the reason I say flat is I look at this. Okay, I don't want it to not have momentum, but if it could open here like 181, that could then send it, and we would be in the money and the contracts juice. So that's my tactic for tomorrow. Namo double top would have to be quite something tomorrow. It can be done. So gonna play the open, and then I am going to wait. I'm not gonna be sitting and holding tomorrow any freaking runners. And then I'm probably, if I get volume, or we see volume coming into LMT into close tomorrow, I am scooping that. I do want to touch upon anybody who knows a thing or two about who rule the system knows that oil has no business under these geopolitical, news to be where it's at. It makes no freaking sense unless, and I'm gonna leave it at that. We haven't looked at the Volt in a while. Boom. Okay? Tomorrow we want shit. Okay. So we'll check the market breadth at open and go from there. All right. God bless, guys.